Like and subscribe on the way in the door, people. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be talking about who was the greater Laker between LeBron James and Magic Johnson. Now, to me, this answer is obvious, but let's talk about it. Before we do that, if my audio sounds a little different, I'm actually on vacation. So this is my travel setup I got going here. By next Monday, things should be back to normal. I'll be back home on my normal setup. But anyway, let's get into this. First of all, let's talk about the leadership difference between LeBron James and Magic Johnson. Number one, what makes a good leader? I would say the number one thing is going to be accountability. If someone doesn't hold themselves accountable, well, they're probably not going to hold everyone else as accountable as they should. And then the other thing I would say would be, it has to do with accountability, but taking accountability for losing. If you as a leader are not willing to take accountability for the losses, then you probably shouldn't be a leader. And I think this brings us to another topic that often gets talked about as it pertains to LeBron James. And that is LeBron's willingness to be a pass-first player when it comes to the last shot. Or I should say his unwillingness to assume the responsibility for missing the last shot. Oftentimes, people talk about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and one of the things that they try to use against them as it pertains to the GOAT debate is saying, well, hey, those guys were just going to take the shot no matter what. LeBron James, he's going to make the right play. That's what they like to say. But my thing is this. In sports, if the objective is winning, which it should be, if it's not, I'm not sure why you're playing. The objective is winning, then the right play becomes what is most likely to guarantee the win. And if you are a player who is supposed to be the best offensive option on your team, then to me, it makes sense that you should take the last shot. I mean, there's a good argument, especially for Mike, but with Kobe too. There's a good argument that Michael Jordan shooting over two people has a greater chance of making a shot than someone else wide open. Just because Michael has ice in his veins, the moment never gets too big for him, whereas someone else, they're going to feel that pressure. Even if they're a pretty good shot, they're going to feel that pressure. They're not the superstar who's used to taking shots like that, who wants to take shots like that. So it's a good argument that like I said, definitely Michael Jordan, but even Kobe Bryant, it's a good argument to be made that, hey, these guys shooting over two people is still your best option for winning a game in a close situation. It's a good argument for that. So, So this goes back to, like I said, what is the right play? To me, the right play is the play that's going to win you the game. Now, let's talk about this in regards to LeBron James and Magic Johnson and what I think the differences are between them. First of all, you know what? But before we get into this, somebody made a comment on one of my videos about LeBron and Magic, and I want to read that and make a comment about it. So this comes from my LeBron James screaming video. Is this real? And this person says, I'm pretty sure it's a fanboy. LeBron may have the most turnovers in history, but Magic Johnson has a higher turnover percentage. He's had several seasons where he's turned the ball over 300 plus times for many years. Let me address this really quickly. First of all, two things. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call you a fanboy because, yeah, there's two things. Number one, Magic Johnson averaged 0.3 percentage points of turnovers more than LeBron James. So I think LeBron James averaged 3.5 turnovers for his career. Magic Johnson averaged 3.8 turnovers for his career. However, Magic Johnson averaged 4 more assists than LeBron James. So get out of here with that. Magic Johnson averaged 4 more assists, but only 0.3 more turnovers than LeBron James. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to address that. But so yeah, let's get back to this LeBron and Magic. So one of the things I think is different is Magic Johnson was a true competitor through and through. And this is going to be a controversial statement, but to me, Magic Johnson was more of an offensive threat than LeBron James. Now, I think technically LeBron James may be more offensively, has more offensive potential. I'll say that. But just on a night-to-night basis, to me, Magic Johnson was more of a threat than LeBron James. And I say that, number one, because Magic Johnson had various moves, which LeBron James does not have. I've seen Magic finish at the rim various ways, on top of being a serious threat to make the assist. But let me talk about the difference between assists between Magic Johnson and LeBron James. Again, I've said this before. To me, Magic Johnson is at the top of the top when we're talking about definition of point guard and being a floor general. To me, there is no one close to Magic. To me, Magic Johnson is the Michael Jordan of being a floor general. And so the difference between how Magic picks up his assists versus LeBron James is that Magic creates assists. And Magic Johnson creates shots. LeBron gets the ball to offensive players who are creating for themselves. So it's like, to me, when I watch LeBron, a lot of his assists come from him being in a stagnant position. Like he's just standing there, he's waiting on somebody to cut. And I'll give him his credit. Here you go, fanboys. I'll give him his credit. He makes some nice passes. But to me, they are nowhere near on the level of a Magic Johnson. Like I said, to me, with LeBron, players have to create for themselves. Like they make a good cut, LeBron to get them the basket, or in situations where the defensive player loses their man. LeBron is good at seeing that kind of stuff. Or in situations where it may be like an offensive rebound and it's sort of chaotic at the moment, and LeBron is good about keeping an eye on the open man. But however, this is much different than Magic Johnson. Like I said, Magic Johnson creates the shots for his players by, number one, to me, like I said, to me, he's a bigger offensive threat than LeBron James. By getting out on a fast break, making a move, and you do not know if Magic is gonna finish it himself or pass it. And most times he's gonna pass it, but it's like you have to be very aware that Magic is a great finisher at the rim himself. Magic Johnson truly orchestrates the offense. He orchestrates the offense with movement. Like I said, LeBron James and the system, you know, it creates a very stagnant offense. It creates a stagnant offense to the point to where a lot of times it's boring to watch. Like LeBron James does a lot of standing around. But anyway, so yeah, I think Magic, like I said, is better at creating points for other people, whereas LeBron, those people have to create the points for themselves, so to speak, and then LeBron kind of takes the credit for the assist. Like I said, he's good at getting them the ball. I give him that. Fanboys don't get used to that. I'll give him that. But like I said, LeBron is really not creating the assist. Just like with Jordan with Steve Kerr. Like Jordan created that opportunity. You know, Jordan said, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do, and if the double team comes, I'm coming to you. And because Magic was an assist guy, because Magic Johnson was truly a pass-first player, like I said, to me, his whole game was predicated on that. It's like Magic was getting the other people points, number one, because Magic himself was a threat to score. And he used that to the utmost advantage. Not to mention his passes are just like I said. LeBron James' passes themselves cannot compete with Magic's at all. And the other thing is that separates Magic and LeBron to me is true confidence. Like Magic Johnson had the competitive spirit, just like Jordan, Bird, and those players. To me, the game was not over until the clock struck zero. You know, while LeBron likes to talk all this, oh, you have to cut my head off, bury me 12 feet deep, and that's talk. Again, when you constantly have to say this stuff, nobody believes you except your fanboys. That's the only people who believe you. But Magic had true confidence and, you know, and that never say die attitude. Like the game was not over until the clock struck zero, you know. And because of that, to me, you always had to stay on your toes. Where LeBron James is very much a front runner. Shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. LeBron James is very much a front runner. It's like LeBron is good as long as all advantages are in his favor. Then he's good. But the minute, you know, he feels the advantage slipping away, it's like you can steamroll LeBron. You know, he's not sticking his chest out anymore. And again, Magic was willing to take control during those final moments to either score or make the assist. And again, a lot of times he would make the assist, but that was due to the fact that he was creating that assist. He was creating that assist with his movement, by him being able to drive or post somebody up and make a move to score if he needed to. But more oftentimes than not, him making a move to score will lead to that assist. So yeah, to me, when we're talking about who's the greater Laker, who's the better player, who's the better leader, to me, it's Magic Johnson hands down. Not to mention, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. LeBron James should never be mentioned as a Laker great anyway. The guy has won one bubble championship for them. One bubble championship for the Lakers. And has been a serious disappointment ever since. He was a disappointment as a Laker before the championship, and he's been a disappointment after. And again, that championship is suspect because it's LeBron. Like I said in the other video about patterns of winning. Like, it would be different if LeBron had a winning percentage, you know, at the point when he got that bubble championship. Then we could say, well, you know, LeBron has a pattern of winning, so. But for a guy that, was 3-6 before that championship, for a guy who had only won 3 out of 9 finals that he's been in, like that bubble championship to me is just very circumstantial. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think was the greater Laker? Do you even think LeBron's name should be mentioned with Laker greats? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.